Hi everyone, I'm Jory, and in this video I am going to be doing a reading for twin flames, channeling into the energy that I am sensing and am receiving spiritual downloads and messages about. So let's get right into the video. Well, before I begin, let me take a sip of my water. I just refilled my water not too long ago, so I also have a little snack with me. Some pastry, some bread. It's pretty early and I'm outside recording. It's still dark out. I can see the moon. During this time of the lunar eclipse, these lunar eclipse energies, I have really been experiencing a lot of inner spiritual renewal and feeling a lot of emotions, having a lot of emotions come up surrounding my twin flame union in particular, and just sorting out everything that may have caused me within myself to be closed off to my twin flame and our connection. So what I'm getting for twin flames, especially when I'm speaking on twin flames, I've said this before, I don't see a lot of representation for lesbian twin flames when I search online for twin flame connections, people's experiences. So I'm glad to be one to represent lesbian twin flame connections that are unconventional, in the sense that there may be very physical, a lot of physical differences between the twin flames. There may be a lot of differences in terms of what one can see and what one can perceive on a 3D dimensional level. The fact is, though, that twin flames are the same soul. They are one soul. I and my twin flame are one soul, and so the physical differences that we may have really don't matter. Once you meet your twin flame, all that all that typical, this is my type ideology just falls away, because you realize that there is something much deeper than what you can put into words. You realize that divine love is and cannot be definable and characterized in a specific way, cannot be conceptualized even. So even speaking about twin flames, I feel is very, I try to be as abstract, as spiritually guided as possible, so as to not put this undefinable divine love into a whole lot of terms. Once one meets their twin flame, there is a instant awakening and need to solve the inner turmoil within oneself, so as to arrive into a closer connection with one's soul, which is one's twin flame. Now, the title of this video is You Are in an Energetic Space Where Your Focus is on meditation, connecting with and coming into union in all aspects with your twin flame. This means completely letting all your guards down for your twin flame, not necessarily for every energy you come in contact with. In fact, your newfound energy, your newfound high vibrational energy, your shift into a higher dimension, a fifth dimensional state of consciousness, especially as an empath or a sensitive soul, is leading you to be even more cautious and conscious of who you allow it in your access, allow to contact you, allow to access you, because this divine love is something that does not need to be diluted by the negative energies that are not taking it well, the karmic relationships, the negative energies, the lower vibrational frequencies that are not taking it well, that you are in this space of sovereignty, in this space of self-love, of not needing validation from anyone or anything outside of yourself. These energies are not taking your spirituality, the radiance of your light, your coming into union in all aspects with your twin flame. essentially well. They are not taking this well at all, because this means that they cannot connect with you as the version of you that believed that they were not enough, that they were somehow needing to accomplish or receive some type of validation from another source that's not the source that is inside of you. These energies may be in their own minds projecting a sense of upset toward you, or projecting their own, in other words, projecting their own insecurities onto you. Or they may be, so this is like a less active stance in like sending you negative energy in a sense. And in a more active sense, they may be actually actively attempting to sabotage you and your connection. For instance, if you and your twin flame have this meal that you share, and someone is aware of this, they may wait until you two are away somewhere else to come in and stick their finger in your food or something. They say you and your twin flame made a cake, or better yet, you and your twin flame made a pie, and you left the pie out on the windowsill to cool off before you two had the time to eat the pie. Say one of these people who do not want you to connect, do not want you to communicate with each other in any way, because they themselves have insecurities, or they themselves would benefit from you two not coming together in union and sharing this divine love. Say this person comes in, sees your pie, they get upset at the pie because this is a symbol of you all's love, essentially. For them, this is a big deal. This is a symbol of you all working together, leaning on each other, confiding in each other. And in order to kind of sabotage that, they get this idea to put their finger in your pie, or destroy your pie in some way. Even try to make your pie unedible or not suitable to eat. Now, this act of negativity and hate that is projected onto, it's intended to project onto you a sense of fear or a sense of insecurity or a sense of not feeling safe. This is meant to put the idea into your mind that this union is not good for you, that this union is something that only brings about trouble, or that there is something that should be feared when you two are connecting and sharing this love, this divine love, in the ways that you are creating things together, in the ways that you are working together, in the ways that you are. This is to try and energetically not only torture you as a union and as a soul, but attempt to cause a disruption in you all's peace, in you all's confidence in the love you have, in the strength of the love you have. And I'm getting that the goal in sabotaging in this way is to get you back in this space of feeling as though you are not enough, or that you are in need of someone other than your own soul, this divine love, your twin flame. The goal is to attempt to and try to get you in a space, in a lower vibrational space, back into a version of yourself that would have probably been second guessing this divine love, that probably would have questioned yourself in some way. However, the thing is, you are in a space where you have already been through the dark night of soul. You all have already been without your twin flame. You already know what it feels like to neglect this divine love that lives in you and that has manifested in the form of your two hearts, you and your twin flame's heart, sharing a bond that defies all convention. You are awakened to the radiance of your own love, to the realization of how you do not need anything, how you do not desire anything besides your heart's one love, that is your twin flame, that is essentially your connection to you. There is nothing else that exists. Once you met your twin flame, there is no desire, and you went through the soul journey of realizing that, and are in a space where you are only allowing that love that is fated for you, that love that you decide, that you choose. And what you chose, what I chose in my soul journey, in my spiritual awakening, there is no desire for anything outside of the love that I feel for my twin flame. This is an all-encompassing love, and that is the nature of the twin flame journey. In my last video, I talked about the dreams, the dream visions I received when I allowed myself to rest and deeply meditate. I instantly received communication from Divine about my twin flame. Instantly, I am connected. When I allow, all I have to do is nothing, is to allow myself to not do, not prove, not be anything other than relaxed and at one with myself. Focusing on this level of meditation, this deep meditation, attracts the inner peace that is needed to sort through any inner turmoil, any thoughts that are not serving your highest good, for your highest timeline in life. That is this divine love union. For those in twin flame connections, for those in same-sex, female, lesbian twin flame connections, meditation and relaxation is so important. Healing the nervous system, to allow your soul to process what divine provides, spiritual insights, spiritual downloads, spiritual messages, especially in a world where females, women are not taught or encouraged to prioritize themselves are not, in the majority of places I've been and seen, are not encouraged to have relationships with other females because of this idea that a female needs a male to get on with life, to move through life in a more secure way. And this is because of these roles that have been prescribed to gender, that have been widely accepted in society as the norm. So if you are in a twin flame relationship that is same-sex, female and female, lesbian, then on top of being different from the typical way love is shown and presented to the general public, you as twin flames may also have many different differences that look unconventional when compared to the more conventional concepts, ideas, aesthetic of love. And so twin flames like this, in this unique, rare, divine love, need to understand that your self-care, self-love is radical, is shifting the entire world, the entire space and time, because of the unconventionality and authenticity and frequency, high vibrational frequency of love that is such a divine connection. Whether you are conscious of this or not, you two are dismantling so many conventional ideas around love. And this may not be why you are attracted to each other. You may not even have put much of conscious thought to this. However, the reality is this divine union is a divine union of purpose, that even if you cannot see the purpose, exists. So I feel like I am being guided to remind you to take things slow, because the slow life is what Your soul needs, your sensitive, empathic, high vibrational soul needs to go slow. And though this sometimes feels like excruciating sometimes, especially when you're having feelings of wanting to just be wrapped in your twin flame's body, just wanting to be physically in contact and have all these dates and romance together. Though this can be excruciating if you're missing them and watching romantic movies, movies about love, and seeing the couples together going through their hard times and then being together. Keep in mind the way love is presented is not exactly how you two are redefining love. Though the slowness is excruciating, the slow path in this sense is the most authentic to yourselves, you as individuals, and you as one soul. You don't want to rush this because you would be fast forwarding through each essential part, each essential step of redefining love.